So welcome to another little video snippet, and you can see AI a little bit pulsing there on a serrated lesion, but yeah, maybe it's not so obvious until you get really up close, so you have to be a little bit careful, especially if they have stool covering, although we're picking it up. But look, we're coming back, and we're just coming back. We haven't got much distension. Maybe it's a little bit of a difficult procedure. We've seen a few things, but maybe we just think that they're nothing. And the point of this is to say, well, look, maybe there's a lot of pathology here, but you just can't see it unless you show it to AI. So AI is great, but AI is not great if you don't show the pathology to the AI, right? So let's again go in, and then let's do some distension. Let's use the cap a bit, and then see if we can see more of what we want to see. So the first thing to do is, because actually the modern generation of artificial intelligence is pretty good at just detecting lesions from afar, right? So we can go into the cecum and just sit. And so remember that you must show the algorithm the entire cecum. If you don't show the entire cecum, then you are never going to achieve an adenoma detection rate, which equates to your patient's rate of post-colonoscopy colorectal cancer. If you don't know what I'm talking about with that, please come and see us at the Geek Symposium. So as we come back, we can identify the appendiceal orifice. The triradiate fold is clearly visible. There's a scar here from previous resection of something which looks to be without recurrence. But if you're not sure about that, you can test that theory with AI just by hovering over it with the device and using the near focus mode. And okay, actually often with the near focus mode maybe it doesn't work, but we see nothing. The human intelligence mode would be to switch on narrowband imaging, get close up, really analyze the vascular pattern and pause. And I see no recurrence there either. So both human and AI agree on that. But AI is not currently trained on those images of virtual chrome endoscopy. So as we come back now, we're just going to look right under the valve here. So use the cap to push into that area that people commonly miss pathology in. So we come back onto the ileocecal valve. That's a false positive, I think. Another problem with AI. But as we come back here, yeah, that's the area of the valve anyway. And now we're going to just show you what it looks like, this colon, when it's properly distended and when we're really looking behind the folds. So the first thing to say is again that serrated lesion with stool on it is not detected reliably. So you must think about that. But look, one more lesion that we found. We keep on inflating and we keep on looking behind folds. I think we might find some more. So I'm really looking behind, really spending a lot of time looking behind here. And we're just going to do this, and I make no apology for this video being long, but you might understand the point we're trying to make. So is that a polyp? Good question. So we don't know. We look a little closer. Maybe it's still not clear whether that's a polyp or not. Not registering more detections right now with the narrowband imaging. What about retroflexion in the right colon? So this is something also proven to increase the rate of adenoma detection, and if you don't do it, the AI is never going to see that area. So to retroflex, we pick our space, we full tip up, we maximize a small wheel, and we just rotate a bit. Oh, how good is that? So something else we didn't see, just there, sitting there, little polyp that we would never have seen without retroflexion. So now we have to think, well, okay, but our retroflexion view is not great, so let's bring the scope more into the center of the lumen, if it's possible to do so, and distend a bit the ascending colon. We can just do that by sitting on the water jet, and I saw a little detection there, but maybe that was nothing. Okay. So again, we didn't see so much doing that, but we did find one extra little polyp that we should at some point remove, depending, of course, on the patient and their comorbidity and everything else. But here we're just on the hepatic flexure probably. Another little polyp there. For sure it's another little polyp as the retroflexion comes off. So then just still on, so we definitely didn't see that before. like a non-granular type thing, just sitting on a fold there as we pulled back without insufflation. And of course, yeah, you may say, well, I had the AI on, so surely I was going to detect all of these polyps, but we didn't detect them. We didn't detect them simply because I didn't use the cap properly and I didn't have enough distension. Oh, something else. Another little polyp on a fold. Or maybe it's not so little. Of course, the human way of finding out if it's big or little is to use narrowband imaging. Or maybe in this case it's very little. Something else down here maybe? A little bit of stool where it shouldn't be. No, that doesn't look like anything. Okay. Flipped over that fold. Just another detection here. On the way back. Another detection in the distance there as we pull back. Across that fold there. There it is, only it's visible probably because we're using the cap. And so we see that lesion there. And there's one more here that we found before, because of course we didn't make this video just out of chance. We pre-planned it. Back here, still where I had withdrawn before without the ability to really see properly what I was doing. There's another lesion. So right now the AI is not seeing it, but it's definitely there. And here it is. Look at it. Very large, very completely crossing a fold. So in this patient there are multiple polyps which would have been missed if we had not distended properly and we had not been using a cap and we had not been properly assessing things. And this is actually potentially a tubular villus adenoma that we've missed here and relatively large. So there you go. Another illustration of what you can achieve if you maximize the quality of your colonoscopy technique using a combination of a tip adjunct, artificial intelligence, and a decent amount of patience with your withdrawal time. Thanks for watching. Join us for Geeks 4, 5th and 6th of October 2023.